will show you how to do the Git in a stage wise. Like again, same thing only. So I will tell stage wise how to do the practical thing and other things also. So there is a 2 3 scenarios are there. So it depends upon that one. I think already sir is explained that one. I see, I watched that video. Okay. No, not this one. This is my local PC. Okay, this is my PC, my system. I'm a developer. For example, um, my computer name is, for example, C1 and username. So here again, I want your names. No, first name. Okay, Aniket is a developer. Okay, so he developed a code in his system. Okay, in his system. The for example, the code name is like a code one. Already sir explained that one. So in his system, so that we call it as just it's a code in your folder, right? So that we call it as okay. So where you store this code, that we call it as a the work directory, the working directory or work directory or local directory. It's a local folder, and you have a code in that one working directory. Next, here you want to control the versioning. Like here it is like next time you may create another code development and all. So I want to know when it is the last changes happen. So and what changes happen, what it is, when last changes happen, and when it is happened and what it is happened. So we need a comments for that one. So for that one, to maintain this next level, like for example, today I wrote some code. For example, 10 lines I've written. Tomorrow I written 5 lines. So what lines I added tomorrow? So I don't know. So day after tomorrow I'm checking. So what are changes occurred from yesterday to today, or a day before yesterday to yesterday? I need that thing. So then what I created a local repository. Local repository. It nothing but just we use a certain commands to create .git folder will be created. It is a hidden folder. It is a hidden folder. So I have to make that one as a gray color. Okay. So like that. Here we have to initiate a local repository. Understand? We have to initiate local repository, and we have to add this file to local repository. We have to add this file to this local repository. Next we have to commit, like what changes, like a commit, and in a comment we have to tell so what changes you done. So then those information stores here. So this is up to your local. Where is your code? In your system only. Where is your local repository? In your system only. So first one, the first one. Okay. Next, now lot of people are working and in a same organization. You do your code, but other part of code you done by some other user. Maybe you done up to certain part of your project completed. Now someone want to take it and develop the next level, or maybe you develop a code and tester want to take it and test it. Maybe someone want to build your code, or maybe you want to deploy a code, right? So different people are there, different administrators, developers, workers are there. So okay, like that. So we can see here it is. Okay. Okay, so better to store in a location which where we can able to, from where we can able to access. So like a central server, anywhere you can able to store your data. It is a nothing but a code, means nothing but a data. You can store a data in centrally, central storage. Normally I'm talking, so I'm not going the point I will tell, but anybody remember what are the central storage? Central storage technologies.
NAS SAN.
Very good. NAS, SAN. Very good. That's a two main central storages. NAS means shared file type. SAN means block storages. iSCSI, like only iSCSI type you can able to use it. Okay, either you can convert iSCSI into SAN and NAS, or maybe directly iSCSI. These are a central storage, mainly NAS and SAN. So you store the data. So then, why we storing the data? Access centrally, any from any system through network we can access the data. Now another storage, like you don't have SAN and NAS, but you want to secure your data. Like you have some data, important data, you want to secure data and you want to access from anywhere, from anywhere through internet. Through internet, you want to access the data. Where you put the data? Through internet, you want to access your data from anywhere, with including mobile, laptop, or anything. You can access your data from anywhere. Which kind of storage? You know answer. Yeah, right, right. Speak loudly.
Cloud storage.
Yes. Okay. Um, cloud storage. Another storage is cloud storage. Cloud storages. Different cloud storages are there from Microsoft OneDrive, right? OneDrive is there. Google Drive is there. Like that. So many drives are there. Not only this, mega storage or storages. Lot of different storages are available. But these are just for storing a data. Either it is central storage or maybe a cloud storage. There is just to store the data, but not as a project or a repository or a private repository, public repository, maintaining branches, master and sub branches. So those kind of things it won't provide. It will store data. We can take the data. That's it. But remaining stuff like you created a project and you want to do version control, like main source code is there, main project is there, completed or updated, completed. Now you want to create a next branch and you want to store the next version 2 in the second branch, or maybe different users are they want to create a multiple branches and they want to create it, and others are want to access like a public way or private way, want to access or a clone as a program. So we can't do with a normal storages like a SAN, NAS or a cloud type of storages, OneDrive and all. It is we can put a data and we can take the data only, but not is a programmatical ways we cannot able to do it. That's why there is a different type of centralized storages, mainly through internet, like a cloud, like a storage. We are using here. What we are using? GitHub. So one is GitHub and GitLab, Git servers. So different type of Git based application, Git based running version controlling systems are there to store the program data. So store the source code data and maintaining version control in it. So what I have to do, I have to push this configuration to GitHub. So I have to create a repository. Just for an example, my project one. This is my repository, and here this code is added to local repository, local repository to centralized repository. Okay, like this. So we can able to push this configuration. So like login. Okay, so you have to push it. So like this, you can push the configuration. Okay, you push the configuration, completed. Now, for example, just for an example, so this is completed, right? So we push the configuration to remote GitHub. So where in this, under this one, this code one is stored. Where this code is stored, under this folder, under this one, the code one is stored. Okay, that's it, completed. Now I need another name, very simple name I need it. Okay, Kiran is easy. Sai Kiran. Now Sai Kiran is also developer. His computer name is C2. What he do? He want to take this code. He want to take the code and add something to it, and again put it in a GitHub. Both are having a ID and a username password. They know it. So what I want to do it, what Saikiran is doing now, he want to take this code into his local PC. Want to take this code into his local PC, and he want to develop. So the next level, or maybe he want to add a next code. For understanding, we are adding a next extra file. Okay, so how he can able to do it? By cloning. By clone, he will clone that entire project into his local PC, and now he will get a code one. Okay, he will get a code one, and .git file means local repository plus the working directory, the file. He got a code one. Now what he done, he developed another code called a code 2. So three files are then, so sorry, code one is from here, code one he taken, and he developed another file. He created another file called a code 2. Now again he want to upload into same place. He can upload. Okay, he can upload. So what, how to for uploading, what we are telling that one, he push this configuration to this thing. Now what happened, this code 2 is added to our file. Code 2 is added to our project 1. Code 1 is there, code 2 is there, code 1, code 2. Now completed. Okay, so first what I done from Aniket. So this side from starting here again I'm telling. First what I done, I create a code, and that is my in my working directory, and I create a local repository, and I add my code to my local repository and push the configuration to my central repository. So the GitHub is nothing, we should call that one as a central repository. So central repository. So I put there. Next, so Saikiran came and he took the code by cloning into his PC, and he add some code, and again he pushed the code to central one. Up to here, okay. Okay, next. What happened? You do. Okay. Okay, next. So up to here one point, and next level I will tell. Okay, so next level is, if you are observe here, code 1, code 2 is there, but Aniket having code 1 only. Now Aniket want to develop some code. He develop a code in his machine, for example code 3. He develop a code 3, and you want to push this code to the central. Okay, push this code into central. Immediately it will give an error. Immediately it will give an error. Why? Because of the code 2 is in the central repository but not in a Aniket's local repository, but not in a Aniket's local repository. That's why you will get a error. So once you got this kind of stuff, what you have to do, you have to pull the configuration. You have to pull the configuration. So I use a green color for pulling. So then you'll get it. So first you have to pull the configuration. Pull the configuration, then this configuration will get updated into your local PC. This configuration is update into this local PC. It means you will get code 2, then you have a code 3. Now combinedly, entire combinedly like this, entire thing you can able to push into central one. Like that, there is a differences always, it will be there. So what you have to do is, again you have to pull it, push it, pull it, push it, is a thing. So this is second one. So here guys, again I'm telling first one and second one, third one, like that. First one, you have a code, means you have your file or a data, put it in a local repository to central repository, put in a local repository, then central repository. Okay, so this is the first step. Second one, another part, already in central repository the program or a code or a file is there, so you can able to clone it. So clone it to your local PC, then do whatever you do, and once it is completed, and push it to central repository. This is the second one. Third one, for example, if you are comparing your local and central, the data is a different one. Like a, so in a central there is a advanced, means some extra information is there, but not updated into your local. So in this scenario you have to pull the configuration. First you have to pull the configuration from central, and the push the configuration to central. Okay, push the configuration to central. So this is three main important practicals things we have to do it. Fourth one we don't do it now currently. So once you are confirmed with the code, so your code is correct, good, then what to do? Completed, deployed, everything is done. So this is a, for example, version 1, my project version 1, my project version 1. Now I want to develop version 2. Then what I tell, I make this one as a master branch. By default it is in a master branch. Then I will create branch 1. I'll create a branch 1, and I want to add some more things to existing one only. So I will develop next futures. Now currently it having a 2 futures. Now I'm adding a 3 4 futures. Now those futures I will add here in a branch only. Why I'm adding into different branches instead of adding into master branch? Because of, if you next development, maybe always the people will do correct, like we do so many mistakes while it is happened so many things. A small error will cause a big length of errors, right? So very small thing, small error in a code or a value also will give you a wrongly it is non-working project, failed projects will occur. So I don't want to disturb my master code. Okay, so I don't want to disturb my master code. I'll keep master code, means my version 1 working one. I will want to keep my working code or a application safe. I will develop next levels, next future with a extra, like a version 2, version 3, or version 1.1, like that in a branches only, branch 1, branch 2, like that we can able to develop. For example, once code is completed, you deployed, software is working, application is running properly, and we monitor the application, everything is good. So we can combine this branches together and make it as a working condition. So stable software. This is a stable software, not ongoing part. So it is a stable software. Like that, we can able to release into market. Next, if in case you develop a version 1.1 or a 1.2, you develop it and you release into you deploy the your application. It is failed. Of course, no problem. We have original working code is there now, so we can able to revert it to original one only, working one only. Okay. Then we will check it why it is failed, what is happen in next futures. So then we have to check it, verify it, and do it. So this is about your the Git thing. So the fourth practical. So these four things you have to do it normally. So but I will show you the first one and second I will try. So second, actually, if you have a two three systems with things we can do it, but no problem. Just I will try one two possible three. Okay, if possible, third one. But once I do third one, you will start get confusing. So that's why I usually I don't do that one. Yeah, so it's okay, no problem here. I can't able to. So no problem. So this is it. Okay. So here my mission is already running. I think you know guys already. So, yeah, when I have a time, so I close it. So why this is still running? I will open Jenkins again. First, I want to show you some Git kind of commands. I have my own repositories. Actually, two are there. One for a class purpose, one for a personal purpose. I forget my personal one because I took classes more. So no, sorry, not required. So first go to the GitHub. Just normal. First, I will want to show you the GitHub here. Um, Yesterday I showed already how to install a Git. Okay, already yesterday in a class we done how to install a Git. Anything, any service you are using, guys. First, you have to see few things. One is pricing. Second one is marketplace. So first I'm going to pricing plans. So this is a GitHub, not Git. It's a GitHub means where you store your repositories centrally for any general purpose. Okay, any person. So it is a free one. Unlimited public and private repositories. Private, public, both you can able to do it. 2000 automation minutes or months you can able to it a normal any person. So 500 MB package software package storage community support. But if you are working in an organization or maybe you are working really more security required, then you can go for most popular one team, and next one is enterprise. So depends upon organization and work like. So per month per user. So again it is per month per user 290 rupees per user. Right. It depends upon other things also like wiki pages, code warners, like that. We will get it. Here it is a free. So you can join as a free for your own practice purpose. Here not required. You compulsory not required. Compulsory is not there. Okay. So you can use mine also. Here I am going to, so like if you want to create, then click on sign up, username, email id, just give the password and it will verify your account and you will get a mail account verification. So compulsory you have to give the code name in that one. Okay. And important is I will share my password, but don't log into GitHub my kind of stuff. Okay, so you can create your own account if you want to log in and create something, but because it's always a mail account verification is there, that's the problem. So Vedic soft dot cts, no no no, cts ZAQ MLP. So I'm thinking this is a okay. Again, I have to check the mail account. So sorry. Yeah, if anybody log in means I log in already earlier into different machine, so that's why it is showing like that. My suggestion is better to do in your physical machine. Means login is a physical machine is enough. Okay, so like that. So where it is? How to paste this code here? Okay. Okay. So now I login successful. I need a magnifier. So my suggestion is, I think everybody has a secondary mail account. Means not much using mail account kind of stuff. Okay, so you can use that kind of stuff. Guys, this is a repositories which is we created repositories like this. Like this, we created a repositories here. These are existing repositories. I will show you. This is a link. Like if you can type in a your browser, then you will get it. So I have a 29 repositories. Actually, I have to delete some of the repositories because are all file letters only. This is a project. Okay. How to create a repository or a project or a package? You can create it. One package only we can create. I think so. Okay. So here, if you see, this is my account. Here it is. This is for maintaining your IDs and all. So this is new repository. You can see the plus mark. So this is a new repository. I'm creating central repository. Okay, then I will show you how to upload from the local machine. Okay, new repository. Click on new repository. I already click on. Nothing is changed. Okay, new repository and import repository means you if someone created a repository, I can import it if it is a public. New project, new gives is new organization like that it is there. This is the owner. It's in my ID only. So repository name. So I'm to for your batch. I'm taking CTS 3 2021. Okay. So I created this repository now. Description. So CTS 3 2021 something you do not require is optional. You can create repository public and private. Private means I have to tell who can able to access. You choose who can see and commit this repository. Means publicly it is not available. Only if you know the if I tell these people can able to access like private like this. Okay. So I put always public only because we don't put any very important data, but anybody can able to access. But you can't put the data. You can take the data, but you can't put it. So that's the thing. Okay. Next, if you want to add a README file like that, any application, if you see, if you open an application, you can see that there is a README file, right? So if you want to add a README file, like you can add the README file. If you otherwise you can. This is add a git ignore type. It is like a which file not tracked from the list of templates. Something is there. You can choose the licenses if you want to add the license also. I'm not adding anything, guys. Just I put a name and then public and here. If you want to create like this, you need a mail id. It means you have to need a other mail id. So if you see, this is It does not contain anything. This is the repository now, but in this one we don't have any data. This data is how to create. So these are the commands. By default it is showing. If you want, you can take it from here. Okay, so I'm copying it and I will paste into my thing. For me, I not required, so like this. So for command purpose, so like this. Now where is this? Okay, it will tell you how to add these things, like how to put a echo command and all, but I'm not doing now, so I will do it. So I'll start doing it now. So now I created a central repository, means centrally I created a folder. Think like a I created a folder. That's it. Now manually also we can do directly, but by command wise is a actual learning process. Here okay, so I create a new folder here. Control V. So I put a same folder name. If you give different folder name, also no problem. Okay. Open the folder. You can use PowerShell or you can use CMD also. Okay. Or you can use Git also. So you can see. You can open Git Bash here. You can use Git GUI, which means like a GUI base. We can able to use it. Okay. Or you can use CMD, or you can use PowerShell also. I'm using PowerShell. Okay, it is like a CMD only. Earlier, directly CMD prompt is there. Now it is not there. Okay, so much. Yeah, now it is size is okay. Guys, look at this screen. So then I can show you that one. Okay. So manually you can create a file, but command wise also we can create a file. Now I will create a file then first. First I will create a normal manual file. So like this. I put a file name is okay. My name only Latif. One file. Okay. And I put something inside a file notepad. Okay. So this is Latif file one. Okay. So exit, save, save and exit and stuff. That's I have only one single file. Go to view, select this option, hidden items, hidden items. Okay. So I have only one file only. Now I'm going to my CMD. So I have one file only, right? So I put a gate for initiating init, for initiating init, right? So what happened? It create an empty repository. You can see I created a empty repository. Next, what is the next command after NIT?
Git add.
Very good. Git add. You can tell the file name, or you can use dot means all files in the current directory. Dot means all files in the current directory, means our entire my current directory thing. So I added it. If you want to check the status, also you can check the status for every step also, like you git status. Okay, so this file is there, but commitment is not done. No commitment yet. What to do? Command.
Git commit.
Git commit -m and give the some comment. I will give first commit. Okay, and it will throw this thing. This is important. Okay, so what it is throwing? You have to run a global configuration. You have to run a global configuration. So we should not miss the global configuration. This is a global configuration. You have to configure it. Again, I'm copying these things here. What to do here? Here we have to give email ID, and this is your name. So I will give some name here. So non. So visibility is important. Okay. So very simple. Git config hyphen hyphen global user dot name in quotation. Give your username. You can give anything. You can give at least name is important. Okay, at least one name is important. Second name, your wish, like a Latif Sheikh, you can put it, or maybe you can put a Vedic, someone like we can put it. I put a Vedic always. I like this name. Okay, so name. No one will verify you, but don't give XYZ, tick tick tick, talk 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 like that. Okay, so give a name, your first name, at least first name correct. Okay, mail ID is also not very important here. You should give, but it's not required to give always correct name. Okay, this is user purpose. So once only we will give, first time only you are giving. That's why not practice. I didn't done in this machine. I have three machines are there for only for DevOps. Three or four machines are there totally, but every time I will install freshly because you should not miss this one. So I'm giving a Vedic.com. So anything or example.com, Contoso.com, Microsoft.com, Gmail.com, anything no one will verify. This is only for, so who push the configuration, who put the this configuration in central repository to maintain that information. So we are using this one. If in case you want to give with the different names with that one, also there is an options also there. Now this completed. Again we have to do git commit. Configuration completed. Again I have to do git commit. Then it is done. Now check the git status. So okay, nothing to commit. Everything is tree. Everything is clean. Tree is clean. Okay. If you want to see start roll now, git log or logs. So what happens like that? So git log, I think. Okay, like this. So what are the when it is committed, where it is committed, who is the other, who committed, and what commitment statement first commit, like that it is showing on the screen. Okay, guys, again steps. What steps we completed here? I created a file, right? I created a file, and I created a local repository, and I created central repository. I created central repository. Okay, first of all, I created a file. I add this file to local repository, and I created a central repository. What is pending one? What is the pending one? Central repository created, local file created, local repository
Push.
added. Yes, push is only pending, right? So we'll do the pushing now. Git. Okay, so we'll see the git. How to push it? Like there is a commands are there, um, like this. These two commands you have to do it. So copy this one. Copy. First, first time you are doing, right? First, freshly you are doing from local machine to central. So compulsory you have to give this command git remote add. Next time if you use same link and you don't require everything, right? And next one is git push. Next one is git push. Okay, so git remote add origin, okay, and the link where the git repository is there. So the repository link I mentioned here, and I tell this is my remote. Then push to the remote one. Okay, error. How how it is happen? This is correct only. Git remote and git push. First time you have to compulsory give origin master. Actually, it asks username and password. Yes, this is has to come. Okay, username and password. If you don't know username and password, you cannot add it. So just I'm closing it. No problem. Just I close that one. Instead of login there, I will log in from here only. Okay. So username Vedic Soft CTS is a username. Next password. Now yes, it is going on. Okay, if you I will share the password if you want. I will share the password, but don't log in browser. Done, it is done now. Okay, don't log in the browser with username and password. Again it will ask for verification, but to push it no problem. So copy this link. Okay, already it's in a notepad. Okay, so I will give you the link anyway, so you can go to the link, use the link and push it from your side. Okay, so this is done. So latif1.txt now it is in a GitHub. Okay, like that. One branch it is showing. This is master branch. If you want, you can add a multiple branches. Okay, like this. You can add a multiple branches also. This is a my main file. This is one file. Next, next step I want to tell. Okay, so here it is. Same thing. Nothing. I'm not changing. Just I'm added a code. That's the one part is completed. Second part, if in case I want to develop, this is my file. I'm not adding new file, just same file only. Okay, so I'm adding a new line. Okay, something like add a line. Now same folder, nothing is changing. Again, git init is not required. Check the status. Git status modified. If it is a new file, it shows as a new file. It is modified. So git add. Now add the thing, then check the git status. Git modified. Now git commit -m second commit, or added a new line. Second add added a line or a second commit, anything. If you want to see git log and see this is log, you can see Here clearly you can able to see this is the first commit. When we done, who done, when we who done this one, and when it is done, what is the commit log number. This is second commit, and when it is happened, and what happened, like this. Okay, next, only git push is enough. Hyphen u means user. Hyphen u means user. You can give origin master, or if you give directly also works. Why? Because of by default it is in go to master branch based on your previously mentioned that one. Again that window will open. Now it is pushing because I given already username password. Now it is directly pushing. That's why freshly I'm doing this. Now again go to browser, refresh. Okay, same file. I didn't add any file, but you can see the line is added. The line is added. Next, if you see here in this one, sorry, second line added. Second, what is the last commit? Second line added. Who done a commitment? For example, from your side you are done, then it will give you a different. For example, Aniket added a aniket.txt. So you should do it, guys. From your side also. I will tell you how to do you. Okay, so first of all, go to github.vedicsoft.com/vedicsoftcts. That is the first one. Second, go to this one. Okay, totally 30 repositories. Okay, this is my new repository, right? CTS 3 20 21. Good. So I'm going to click on code. Click on code. Copy this one. Copy HTTPS. Copy HTTP SSH GitHub CLI. Things are there, but I'm using HTTP as a traditional one. So this one is new one. GitHub CLI. This is GitHub. Sorry, HTTP. Copying this link. Just copying this link. I'm going to create a new folder. Okay. So here I put this name is git pull. Okay, or git clone projects. Some name. Okay. I put a git clone projects. Any name you can put it. A B C D also you can put it. No problem. Here I am open PowerShell or a CMD. No problem. CMD is also okay. Actually CMD looks good compared to PowerShell. Okay. Okay. Now second one. I'm trying to explain the second one. What is the second one? This part is completed, right? Now other user means one of you, for example Sai Kiran, want to take this code into local machine and add some code and push it back, right? So this is the second one. Guys, if you are feel bored or maybe if you are feel sleeping, please tell me. I will give you a break also. Oh, sorry. Git clone, and the link the link which we copied. So you have to paste that link here. That's it. Okay. The link what we are copied from there, CTS3, like this. This you have to do it, guys. You must do it. Tomorrow, maybe today or tomorrow, complete it. Monday I will see it. Okay, I'm not talking about Monday classes there or not, but I will see how many people are completed. So first I done a Latif, right? So like that, Every person with your name, you have to do it. I will share the password. Now I'm cloning it. Can you see in my background screen? This is the folder came now. So I created some different folder. So first step you have to do it. Git clone the link, then you will get a folder. So this is the folder. So I'm going to this folder and you can see latif1.txt and .git folder is also there. Now I'm do cd, okay. So cts3 2021, the folder only, this folder only, okay. Now I will create a file here. You create with your name, but I'm creating with my name, f2, okay. So f2 or maybe Aniket 1, Aniket 2, or maybe your only simple your name like that. At least this one, do it. Okay. So you don't require more thing, including virtual machine is also not required. Just you have to install a Git. That's it. So I put a Latif file to, okay, like this. This one line is enough. Not more than that one, not required. And give some line, proper line. Don't give tick 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 like this. Don't give like this. Okay. Now added a new file. Then what to do? What is the command? Git add, just dot is enough. Otherwise you can give status. You can see a new file is found. Okay. So how it is known? It is not there in a .git local repository. Don't know about this Latif f2.txt. It is throwing that error. Now git add. Now added. Then git commit. Guys, when you do again, when you do git commit first time, it will ask a global configuration. When you push it for first time, it asks username and password. So remember that one. But I done already. I'm doing in same PC. That's why don't ask another questions. Okay. Um, F2 file added. Okay. Now commitment is done. For you, when you do this commitment, it will ask global configuration. So username, email ID, and then commit again. And you have to, you no need of remote add kind of stuff. Just you have to do hyphen push first time origin master, or make it as a hobby. I'm committed to the master branch only. Directly you can give this one. For you it will ask username and password for first time, but already I given, so then it is not asking. Okay. Now once we done this git push, go to refresh. For this one, you need to log in. You don't require login this one. Only for pushing, you need a username and password. I will share the username and password. Okay, in WhatsApp, and I will delete it. So once I stop this recording, then I will do it. See, new file is added. Okay, like this you can able to do it. So this is the second one. Okay, so this is second one. You must do it, guys. I will check it. So in GitHub, how many people are committed the new one? So this part. So cloning it, add the new file, git add, git commit, git push, and and refresh and check it is your file is done or not. So this is the second one. So what is the third one? For example, you have already code is there, means code 1 is there, code 2 you don't know, code 2 you don't know, but you are trying to add a code 3 and try to push it. then problem will occur. Okay, so whenever the code difference means the file difference between your local to central, whenever there is a difference, automatically you cannot able to commit. You can't able to push the configuration. We'll see. Centrally, I have a two files. Centrally, I have a two files. Then where is my first one? When I do the first one, this is the first one, right? In my local, I have a only one file. I don't have a my central. Whatever the data in the central, it is not there in my local. See that? That's the difference, right? So Latif F2, where is a Latif F2? Not there. But I don't know that information. What I done? Okay, we do so many mistakes, right? So we do mistake. I put a file F3, for example. I created another one, or maybe updated a file, or maybe updated a file, or maybe added a new file. Anything in any scenario, any scenario. Okay, currently I'm showing if I add a file. Okay, so if I add a file, then what will happen? Mm, so how many are open? Yeah, this is my old one. So same folder, right? CTS like this. E drive CTS. Here only I'm here. Okay, so I open this one only. First one is git status. Latif 3 is not there, so I add usually git add. Okay, that is a good one. Then git commit hyphen m means comment or message. F3 added, so it is not throwing any errors. When I do git push, it will throw an error. So like this. No, not like this. Okay. Something like, yeah, here write this one and rejected. It is showing rejected and as well as like this. So read that one. What to do? You have to pull the configuration. First of all, take the configuration from central to local. Then only you can modify changes and we have to do it and then push it. So you have to pull it first. Pull the configuration. When you pull the configuration, see merging is happen like this. And here also see the file is came and push it now. Now push is successful. And if you refresh, you can refresh. Okay, like this. Of course, you can modify the file. You can modify the content file and then also try it. You will get an errors. Errors are important, guys. Errors. Always read those errors, and then only we can able to do it. So push it and pull it. Okay. So these are the steps you can able to do it. So again, I'm telling from your side, you have to do. Okay. From your side, what to do? Open this one. Go to this one first. Then you can find this one, this in a central repository. Okay, and copy that link. Copy entire this link from the Git hub. You don't require login there. You don't require to log in into web browser. Not required. Okay, directly you can copy this link. So go to any drive. Depends upon you, C drive or E drive or a specific folder. Go for that one. Next one is git clone and this link. Then cd cts3 2021. So because that folder will be there in your local, right? Now you can add any file. So I'm telling a thing like add a file with your name or something, just one file. Example, for example, Teja txt, and put something inside. So I'm not talking anything. Next, git add start. Git status, you see that one. I don't mind. That is for your learning. Add it. A file added. Anything. My first commitment or like this. Anything. Commit. Just proper commit name. Okay. After this one. So after this one, you have to git push hyphen u. So when you do this one for first time, okay. So for first time, when you do this one, um, global configuration commands will come up. Okay. First time you do compulsory global configuration commands will work. So then put it something like your name. Just an example. I'm putting. If you want anything extension, you can put it or A or a B or something. Have to check your full names for that one. Okay. Next, you can give anything. Example.com, contoso.com, or vedic.com, gmail.com, any.com you can give it. So this is the first time when you do it. Again, you have to give the commit statement compulsory. Next. Okay. So when you put a origin master for first time, so it will throw something kind of stuff, but definitely it was username and password. Username is Vedic Soft CTS, and a password. When you type password, no star, nothing is there, just like a Linux only. Just you have to give the password. Okay, so this is password. Okay, so you have to give the password. So it will is blank one only. You have to type the password. This is not my password anyway. So I will tell the password separately. So it is usually recorded videos, right? So I don't want to get trouble. Okay, unnecessary commitments into central repositories not required. But guys, everybody try to do this one at least. If you are unable to do Jenkins, no problem, but at least Git commands practice. Okay, so these are three things I told. This first one you cannot able to do it. At least do second one, and when you second one, if you got a problem means push full problem is there like a full problem. So third is a solution. So what is the third solution is pull and push. Okay, in second one, if you got a pushing time problem, so usually it is like first you have to clone it and then add your file, then push it. No problem, no problem. If problem comes because of the different files are different versions are there, then you have to pull it and push it. So that's why it is we call it as a version control. Okay, everybody should maintain same version. If version has a difference, also has a difference. Okay, so this is your gate. So any doubts? Are everybody sleeping or dying? Are you in deathbed?
No, sir.
Not yet. Okay, so what I want to go